So, new day down here at the shop. I was talking to my buddy Jangle that y'all have seen before, and he just did a trip to Windrock. He ended up rolling his Samurai twice. Had a good time up there. We wasn't able to go, but they're having Uwharrie at in Uwharrie National Forest, North Carolina. I try and go just about every year. It's like a big gathering of samurais and a bunch of wheeling, have a good time. And my samurai's dialed in enough to go. And I was thinking, since Elijah's Forerunner looks like this, and I don't want to go wheeling without my best friend, we'd build him a samurai that was, you know, just a beater. So I went and grabbed this thing back out of the junkyard and threw a column back in it, threw a dash bar in it, threw a pedal assembly in, scabbed up wiring harness, just dropped that built 1.3 in with a transmission, transfer case, steering's all hooked up, it's got brakes. But yeah, we're gonna make like just the most bare bones, just beat around. He can roll it, do whatever he wants with it, and then when he's done crushing it up, we'll rip all the drivetrain stuff back out of it and stick it in another one or something. But I've already got the starter and stuff in, clutch is hooked up. It's not gonna have heat or nothing, so I've done looped the heater hoses. Nothing's gonna be finished. We're just gonna ratchet strap a battery in here and maybe throw 2 little light pods on the front of it and call that good. So yeah, my sister's been down here helping me. Once Elijah gets done beating on this thing, I think she's gonna hang on to it for a while here around the house to beat on. So yeah, but we're just gonna throw some seats in this thing and maybe weld another bar onto it, so because he gets pretty rowdy and stuff that, you know, isn't super nice. So I don't want him to get dead. But yeah, we're gonna keep throwing this thing together, and he's got a 3K carb kit ordered for it. Realistically, if we had that carb, we could make this thing run this evening. I only brought it in the shop about an hour and a half ago, and we've already got motor and trans and everything in. The interior is about as complete as it's getting, other than seat belts and 2 seats. So, and I might find some sort of one of those tailgate things for a truck that's like the lattice looking stuff, just to screw onto the back so we can throw a cooler or his strap bag in it or whatnot. But I've already got the tank dug out that came out of my Samurai. It's known good, so I'm gonna yank this tank out, throw that in there, blow the lines out. I've already got a new fuel filter, new fuel pump. Everything will be ready for him. All he'll have to do is twist some wires together and put fuel in it and a battery and put his 3K on, and he'll have a good solid rig. And I'll load up a bunch of spare parts for him to take with him in case, you know, something breaks. He'll at least be able to keep wheeling it. And I dug some shocks. These shocks are blowed out, and I cut these off of that other roller the other day, and they're good, so I'm going to throw those on it so it'll at least ride a little bit better. But yeah, we're going to keep putting along on this and show you when it's done. All right, new day down here in the shop, and we got some stuff moved around and some stuff accomplished. The Elijah's little Samurai looks worse than it did the other day, but we got the wheels and tires pulled off of it, and he's got a set of tires he's going to put on it, and we're going to get this thing finished up over the course of the week. But my Samurai, we're going without a cage. The people that was supposed to build my cage, I've been trying for 2 months to get in contact with them again, so I don't know if they're out of business or what, but I'm going to throw some shocks on the back of this thing. I was going to run them out here and just put them on the leaf spring plate to the frame, but I think I've got so much angle that the shock's going to hit there, and it droops out too far to get any decent length shock in there. So what I think I'm going to do is just make me a little ordeal right here to weld onto my axle, so this can pivot this way, and then up there put a little thing, a little like a 3/16 plate on the bottom of this cross member here, and do the exact same thing up there, where it can bolt through this way so everything can move side to side. And then I'm not going to run these stock Samurai shocks. I know, I'm just checking to see if I like the angle or not. But yeah, so I think I'm going to make up some little pieces to tack onto here, and then I'm going to take it out in the woods. And the way you do this is, so like stock height right here. And I've got the back jacked up a little bit because I'm going to put some pretty heavy duty shocks in the back, so it ought to stiffen it up enough to where it sits, you know, straight in the back. But the way you do this is, once I get my pieces welded on, one down here and one up here, you'll take and measure from here to here, just stock ride height, and then you'll go out in the woods and you'll flex this thing up till you think you're gonna snap the frame. And don't do that, but flex this thing up as tight as it'll go. And once this thing's drooped out all the way, we'll take a measurement from there to there, and then write that down also. Then you go back and spin around the other way and flex this up into the body and get it as tight as you can. Then you measure from the same point to the same point. So you have 3 different measurements. You'll have your ride length, which you ought to have like, normally I think it's like 4 or 5 inches of chrome showing on the shock. And then you'll have your extended length, and then you'll have your tucked length, and you'll give all that information to, if y'all got like a fab shop around y'all, or whoever that, you know, does lift kits on trucks or whatever. A lot of times you can just go buy shocks from them, or like on the internet, you can go on Bilstein's website and punch all this information in, and they'll pretty much tell you what shocks you need. But I've got a place near me that I can just take some measurements over there, and they normally got shocks in stock. So yeah, I'm gonna get some metal drug over here. I think I got a piece of 3/16 left. I can plasma cut some stuff off of it and take some measurements, and I'm gonna build the upper and lower shock mounts, and then we'll show y'all measuring them all out. And then, Lord willing, if everything works out today, I can ride up the road and get me some shocks to put on it. That'll at least work. If they've got a set for the front too, I really need, on the front, it really needs to have shorter bodies, so I don't have enough up travel. So I really need to get a shock with a shorter body. So probably, you know, somewhere up in here, so I get enough up travel, because this thing usually stops out right as the tire's rubbing in this lip, and that's it. And then with the shocks on it, it won't let it do that. So this thing flexes a lot harder than the shocks will allow it. So we'll find some new shocks for the front, get that stuff built for the back, and we'll take y'all along for that. So stay tuned. Oh, we got some pieces made. I made 8 of these. They sit on a slight angle, and made 8 of these, and I've got holes drilled in them and everything already, and they're cleaned up. I've got this side put together. Let's see here. So I went up here, let me get this light turned around. I went up here and put 3 by 6 inch plates right there. So that's 1/8 inch plate right there. So 2 3 by 6 pieces that go tie into the factory frame cross member. And then I took 2 shock mounts that I made up there, 2 that I made down here, and it's got a pretty good angle, and it's all lined up right here also. So yeah, I'm gonna get this other one on here and get some weld on it, and then we can start taking some measurements and see how it's gonna sit up. But we ain't gonna run these shocks, these are just stock Samurai shocks, but it was nice to be able to at least sort of see what kind of angle I'm going to be able to have. So that's why I've got those on there. But yeah, let me get the other side on and weld them all up. Everything's just tacked in right now. And then we'll show you how to measure for shocks. All right, so we've got everything welded in. We got the lower mounts and the upper mounts all in. Everything's welded up. Before I slap some paint on it, I'm going to take some measurements. Now I've already measured from to where I want it to be sitting like this. I've already measured from the lower spot to the top spot, we got 17 inches. So now what we'll do is go out to the woods and twist it up and measure. So like the back, we'll flex it up one way to where the back's tucking. Then we'll measure that short measurement with the back tucked in. And then we'll spin it around and then droop it out as far as it'll go and measure that and see if we can't get some shocks that'll work for both. So, and I'm also gonna take some measurements of the front too, just in case, and that way I can get some front ones too, since I'm gonna be there. So go ahead and get all that done. But yeah, we'll go out to the woods and pick a spot and flex it up a little bit. Well, it's the next day, and we got the Samurai figured out. It started sprinkling on me yesterday, and I had a bunch of stuff to take care of, so I didn't get to finish this up. But we went ahead. We've got brand new rough countries on the front because they're cheap, and if they get screwed up, it ain't gonna hurt my feelings. So brand new rough countries on the front. We've actually got Bilstein steering stabilizers on the rear because they're valved the same. So got that one. I had to order one of these, so I'll go pick up the other one later and have it on. But I've already flexed it all out. Works good. So yeah. But I really like the angle of these. That way, if you do hit bumps and stuff, it's not like it's leaned back and it's not gonna absorb it well. Like you see Jeeps sometimes, and I know they're coils in the rear, a lot of them, the newer ones, but the shocks just don't seem like they're in a good spot for when they're hitting bumps and stuff. But this ought to work out pretty good. If not, we'll just cut it off and do something different with it. This is just to get us through the season until that, or I can afford to put links on it. But yeah, so that's done. We're still waiting on some stuff for Elijah's little Samurai. And the shipping says that carburetor is not going to be here until Friday, but we're already going to be down there on Friday, so Lord willing, we'll still be able to take this thing. But even if we get everything else done and don't have the carburetor, if we can take the carburetor down there, it ain't going to take but an hour and a half to get it all put on and running. But I'm going to go steal a interior harness out of one of those other ones and just run it in here. You only need like 3 different connectors just for the ignition switch and a couple other things, but because we're not really going to be running anything out here other than the distributor wiring. Let's see, yep, distributor wiring. We're going to have a wire. We'll probably just run an ADA circuit in there just for a coolant temperature gauge, but other than that, we're not going to worry about anything else. It's going to be really bare bones. This thing's just going to be to bounce off rocks. So, but yeah, we're going to get all this took care of, and hopefully everything will work out where we can still take this thing. I just shoved the little gas stopper thingy way too far down in the gas can.
Yeah, just give her a little splash. Let me get the key right quick. Oh, there you go. It's the flip out key.
It's going to be all right, we're about to get on the road. Doing our finishing touches and our checks. We got a 2-hour drive. There's my Sammy. Elijah's Sammy. We got cobbled together. What do you think about it? You pumped up? You GoProing? Probably. Everybody out here today. Rigs clear down to the other parking lot. It's out of some breakfast. We're gonna go back and piddle with Elijah Samurai a little bit more and go wheeling. What do you think about it?
I love it.
Me too. Okay, we're about to leave. Go hit the Daniel. Gigi's gonna film all day.
Gigi's gonna be film crew?
Yeah, you're a film crew today. Look, see how cool we look here.
Hey,
Wow.
We look cool. Hey.
Yeah, so cool.
Does anybody have any spare lug nuts?
Hey there, Becca.
We're gonna wheel Samurais today
Becca,
really
I heard
hard.
you got the
Elijah's
first
gonna roll
meeting.
over and bust his little noggin.
Yep.
I've had too much to drink already.
Okay, good.
Okay, ready, break.
Here, it's videoing.
Okay. Oh shit, wait! I done fell.
Let me try and hit it at a different angle.
Have at it, man.
My tires came off the ground there.
No, you're fine. Yes. There he goes. There he goes.
Elijah, go line him up. Probably want to hang a left a little bit. All right, right there. Yeah, once it comes up on your missing links, they're fine.
Okay, touch me again. Hey, don't hit my good Sam.
Hey, go up the easy side so they can go.
Yeah, go a little passenger. You're almost there.
I'm not going to be able to go that slow in mine.
That's okay. You don't have to do any of the hard part. Drive it like it's not yours. Whoa! If you go a touch driver, you'd miss this rock. All right, right there. Now bring it back. All right, to the right, to the right. There you go. Your money now. That's clear, Lexan? Right. Driver touch. You're hung up on this one ridge right here. Back up just a cunt hair. All right, left. Or driver, I guess, yeah. Driver. All right, passenger, all the way. All right, right there. You're past it. All you. Back up a little bit and bump it on this side. Back up. Right there. Bump it. You rolled off the bump. You rolled off. Oh.
Hey everybody, it's a new day down here, and we're back from our trip, and Sammy did good, did everything we wanted, got a whole day in a wheeling, and the only thing we broke was some drive shaft bolts, but I figured that would happen, so I got a spare bag full of them. But only issue we had, I got a bunch of spring wrap. I think I'm gonna have to build some torsion bars because it's wrapping my pinion when I get on it, but we can handle that. That's no big deal. I've actually already got an idea in my mind on how I want to do it. So, but yeah, Samurai did good. Elijah's little Samurai killed it. That was the star of the show. So, but I think we're going to try and keep this thing and put some more stuff on it and, make it stop good and stuff like that. But the trip kind of got ended weird. So we went and did the Daniel Saturday, and we were done. Basically, we were on the backside on the slab, just hanging out, riding around and stuff. And Jangle's girlfriend Gigi, the one that's been filming all this, she stepped funny and shattered her ankle into a bunch of pieces and broke one of her leg bones. So we threw her in my Samurai, and I got her rushed over to the outpost and met the ambulance, and they got to the hospital and they were going to do surgery on her, but then she tested positive for the flu, so they can't do surgery on her. So Jangle's taking her back to Florida right now where they can do surgery on her. But yeah, a whole lot of craziness happening. So she's tough, and she's back home now. But yeah, so met a lot of cool people this weekend, had a lot of fun, and hopefully we'll get to do it again here soon. We can take y'all along with us. So make sure to like and subscribe, and thanks for watching.
Little more.